welcome back to the couch. I'm Caitlin, a licensed therapist who loves anime, and today we are continuing with Demon Slayer. So we are just getting started with the Mount Natagumo arc, right? And it already feels kind of intense. We are starting to see more about the demons themselves and maybe about some things that might drive them, you know? We'll see. But let's get into it.
12キズキの血は鬼物児の血もかなり濃いはず。血を奪えれば禰豆子が人間に戻る薬の完成に近づく。あ、そうだ、伊之助。体は大丈夫か、伊之助。
倒したかどうか聞いてんだ。
ああ、倒した。それより伊之助、体は。
俺に対して細やかな気遣いをすんじゃねえ。それから。
Oh gosh. Is he about to pass
ひ
out?
どい怪我だ。あの人からは恐怖と苦痛の匂いがした。よ、絶望するほどの。この山は一体どうなっているんだろう。鬼は群れないんじゃなかったか。
なんかチクッとした。炭治郎たちも見つかんないし最悪だよ。
Isn't this surprising? I thought he had a good sense of hearing. Oh god, the spiders.
すごい気持ち悪いし。
He doesn't know what's going on.
もううるさいよ。じっとしてて。地面なんですけど、地面雲なんですけど、どういうことこれ、どういうこと。夢であれ、夢であれ、夢であれよ、お願い。
Also, look at his little sparrow flapping so fast.
だから悪夢から覚めてくれ。
It is... Ooh, he ain't have no hands, bro. Good lord.
雲にされてんの。
Oh goodness.
でかいわ。でかすぎるよ。
I can't lie, I would also be terrified. I'm already afraid of like regular spiders. He just yep.
逃げても無駄だぜ。お前はもう負けてる。分かってんだろ。やばいことになったって。どういうこと。
Look at him move. You have to like shivers from that.
これは
Oh.
毒だよ。お前も雲になる毒だ。
Oh gosh.
四半国語には俺の奴隷
30 minutes.
見てみろ、時計だ。わかるか。
Okay, why does he just have that? Does he regularly taunt people like this? Oh
惚れた女に別の男と駆け落ちするための金を貢がされて借金まみれになった俺を助けてくれたしね。じいちゃんの期待に応えたいんだよ。俺だって申し訳ないと思ってるよ。こんな俺でさ、じいちゃんに隠れて修行もしてんだよ。なのに全然結果が出ないわけ。落ち着けゼイツ。お前には才能が。ゼイツ。 嫌な人生だよ。
Wait, so that's how his hair got like I forgot about that.
生きてるだけ。
Oh my gosh.
俺が一番自分のこと好きじゃない。
Oh goodness.
変わりたい。ちゃんとした人間になりたい。でもさ、俺だって精一杯頑張ってるよ。
it's kind of like a similar trend with Zenitsu, but it's just kind of like we're seeing his fear amplified because he's alone, right? Um, and that's really hard to regulate from. We've seen him take little small steps, right? But when it's in a situation like this, it's already hard for him to regulate with people. So being alone is going to be even more challenging. Um, and then too, we're kind of seeing a little bit about, he's talking about the shame he feels for, his anxiety essentially and how he responds, wishing that he could be different and I think he said even competent, right? Um, so we're getting like a little bit more into kind of what do I want to say? I guess just a little bit more about how Zenitsu views himself, right? And he has that desire in him, right? And we've seen him challenge himself, but maybe in a moment like this, um, I guess sometimes what we want to say, when you see we go back and forwards, sometimes we feel like we're not making any progress when I don't really think that's the case. I feel like each time we go forward and backward, it teaches us something, right? And so it's all still progress, right? But sometimes progress doesn't look like how we want it to or what we have the idea of our progress to look like. But if we can acknowledge that, I think that's actually really helpful. All right, I got on a little tangent there for a moment, but let's get back into it.
いやー登ってくんなよちょっとでいいから一人にして
Oh my. Oh, his hair is falling
もう
out.
この段階で抜ける
Wow.
の
Oh, here it is.
俺たち一族を殺しに来た鬼狩りではないのか失神
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna assume the demon has not encountered somebody like this before in the demon corpse. And yet we know Zenitsu's kind of OP when he passes out, so here we go. Not him dodging in the air.
空中で身をひねって避けるとは先ほどまでとは別人のように冴えた動作雷の呼吸一の型雷の呼吸一の型さっきからずっと同じ構えを何度もしている間違いないこいつは一つの技しか使えないんだ
一つできれば万々歳だ極限の極限まで磨け
Okay, so this is probably part of the reason he feels incompetent, right?
大したことのないやつだ毒でもう体も動かなくなってくるだろう
善逸極めろ泣いていい逃げてもいいただ諦めるな信じるんだ極限まで叩き上げ誰よりも強靭な刃になれ
I like the acceptance from his master, right? He's like, it's okay to be everything you are, and you'll still move forward. Oh, and there's this guy.
朝から晩までビービー泣いて恥ずかしくねえのかよお前みたいなやつに割く時間がもったいない
でもじいちゃんは
じいちゃんなんて慣れ慣れしく呼ぶんじゃねえ先生は柱だったんだ目障りなんだよキアロなぜお前はここにいるんだなぜお前はここにしがみつく
I don't like that guy. Not one bit.
親のいない俺は誰からも期待されない誰も俺が何かを掴んだり何かを成し遂げる未来を夢見てはくれない一度失敗して泣いたり逃げたりすると ああ、もうこいつはダメだって離れてく。でもちいちゃんは何度も何度も引きずり戻して俺を見限ったりしなかった。
させ、もっと毒を打ち込め。
Oh, goodness. The poison's taking effect.
なんだ、空気が揺れる。消えた。
He tries to go in his house and hide. Got him.
切られたのか、あんなやつに。
And that's another family member down.
幸せな夢なんだ。俺は強くて、誰よりも強くて、弱い人や困っている人を助けてあげられる。じいちゃんのおかげで強くなった俺が、たくさん人の役に立つ夢。十太郎、ごめん。
Oh, not the sparrow crying too. They're probably going to get help, I guess.
呼吸を使って少しでも毒の巡りを遅らせる。痛くても苦しくても楽な方へ逃げるな。今の音、雷が落ちたのか。
知るか。
俺はちょっと向こうに行ってみようと思う。
好きにしたらいいんじゃねえの。しゃあ、ぶった切ってやるぜ鬼こら。バチャー。
伊之助、
Hmm.
お父さん。
誰が父さんだ。
She's not calling you that.
俺の家族に近づくな。
He's big and strong.
あとは任せたわよ、お父さん。
Oh boy. It looks like we're about to get into the next fight. Oh. We're seeing the Hashira a
ど
little
なた
bit.
かお知り合いでもいましたか？知らせでは新人の水の戸の大使も数名新たに入山したようですけど、もう死んでるかもしれませんね。
行くぞ。
Alright, so they're on the mountain as well. I guess we're gonna see
俺は鬼を切りに来ただけだ。
who they run across,
失礼
maybe.
ないですね。ではこの辺で二手に分かれましょう。
承知した。
Okay.
水の呼吸、二の型、水車。
You can also see too the father spider seems very strong. Look, he couldn't even cut through his arm.
歯が通らない。
Ooh. I know, right? It's like, how do you defeat somebody when your sword can't even make it through him? Although, well, actually, I guess he must be even stronger than that other demon. Remember in the beginning, the thick neck one? Oh no. He already hurt bad too. Ooh.
腕に当たっただけでこの威力。
Oh god. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
横水車。
Mm. Let's use the environment to our advantage.
大丈夫か。あいつがやったのか。やるなくさ。
He's still jealous. Also, he's trapped under there.
これなら硬い首も切れるはず。水の呼吸、最後にして最強の型。
あいつ何かとんでもねえことをする気だぜ。
これで決める。水の呼吸、竜の型。
And he's out.
危ね
Oh.
え。俺が戻るまで死ぬな。そいつは12気づきだ。死ぬな。
He thinks the dad is one of the 12. Wow, he threw him far. My God. Oh God. You know, Skate's like, I couldn't handle him. I was running. What am I gonna do now? Oh goodness. So basically, everybody's going through it right now.
呼吸ができなくなってきた。諦めるな。諦めるな。
Here we go. Help is on the way.
もしもーし、大丈夫ですか？
水の呼吸、2の型。
Oh boy. Dude, what the heck? Ooh. What did he do? Like, claw her face? Mmm.
何見てるの？見せ物じゃないんだけど。何してるんだ？君たちは仲間同士じゃないのか？僕たちは家族だ。強い絆で結ばれているんだ。それにこれは僕と姉さんの問題だよ。余計な口出しするなら。家族も仲間も強い絆で結ばれていればどちらも同じように尊い。強い絆で結ばれている者には信頼の匂いがする。だけどお前たちからは恐怖と憎しみと嫌悪の匂いしかしない。こんなものを絆とは言わない。偽物だ。
Ooh, he calling them out. And you know he don't play about that. Uh-oh. That upset him too, though.
お、ちょうどいいくらいの鬼がいるじゃねえか。こんなガキの鬼なら。
Hold on, let me press pause, y'all. This fool. He said, look at this kid, I'm about to chop him down. We already know. Anyways. But with the demon, right? We see him and I think his sister, right? Um, and he's talking about the idea of family and things like that. Um, but his idea of family feels distorted, right? He uses fear, control, to force that connection, and that's what Tanjiro was pointing out, right? It's counterfeit, but he calls it a bond, right? Um, it's a version of attachment that's built on power, right? Not care. And when someone hasn't experienced safe connection, they can recreate it in ways that feel familiar, right? Even if it's harmful. So I feel like this highlights how trauma can reshape the meaning of connection. And then also, so with Tanjiro's response, right? You can feel how deeply this impacts him, right? Because for him, family is rooted in care and protection. So seeing it twisted like this hits something personal for Tanjiro. And that emotion, right, really fuels his response. So we can kind of see, his values are going to drive his action, or at least that's what I'm I'm pretty sure, you know, it's going to become a battle sort of like that, right? It's deeper than just the conflict. It's going to be the meaning behind it. So, all right, let's continue.
俺は安全に出世したいんだよ。出世すりゃ上から支給される金も多くなるからな。あら、ダメだ。よせ。
Yeah. Oh, he switched cheese them, bro. Oh,
ね
that's
え、なんて言
crazy.
ったの？
He didn't even pay attention to that.
お
He
前、
pissed off too about them words.
今、なんて言ったの？
伊之助、ごめん。頑張ってくれ。必ず助けに行くから。
お前、今言ったこと、もう一度言ってみてよ。
ああ、何度でも言ってやる。お前の絆は偽物だ。
And he's standing on it. Oh God, the blood trail.
立ちの通らないやつを切る方法。
Mm-hmm.
どうする？考えろ、考えろ、考えろ、考えろ。あいつが戻るまで、なんとか。なんだその考え方。
He just caught himself. There you go. So honestly, at this point, I feel like his instincts are just taking over. He's like, listen, this is pure survival mode. Ooh, but look at that. I think even the demon is shook. Did he run? What a reversal. Okay, getting back into this fight now.
言っとくけど、お前は一息では殺さないからね。さっきの言葉を取り消せば、一息で殺してあげるよ。
取り消さない。俺の言ったことは間違っていない。
And again, what? He's standing on it. Wow, look at her. She said, I can't believe he's saying that to him. Because she's scared of him. How did he lose him? That big old demon. Oh, goodness. Wait. What is happening? Is he? I don't know if it's that, but okay. Oh. Yo, he's shedding. What? He just upgraded. He bigger. And he got more teeth, spikes coming out his arms. Child, you should have ran down the mountains. Yo, I can't do it. Oh no. Oh no, okay, please. That's right, listen.
どのような時でも誇り高く生きてくださいませ。ごぶん。
Oh, he's hearing the grandma.
絶対に負けねえ。かかってきやがれゴミクソが。
Oh, child, I was not expecting that. Golly.
枝物の呼吸、3の牙、食い
Bro, after this mountain, they going straight back to the end to recover. Oh, yo, the body is not okay. Oh no.
うがつ抜け
Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at blood coming out of his mouth. Oh? I guess that's his mom. Mm. Mm. I already know that's a Hashira right there. Mm-hmm. Alright, immediately kills him.
刺激臭も薄まってきた。糸の匂いもわかるぞ。
Ooh, child. It broke the blade. Oh my god. And that's what we're ending off too. Oh, goodness. What a cliffhanger. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. So with these episodes, I feel like we are shifting from external danger, right, to something that's more internal and relational. So we start to see how fear, control, and trauma shape the way these demons understand connection, right? Especially when it comes to family. And through that, Tanjiro's empathy becomes even more significant. He's not just fighting to survive, he's holding on to a different way of relating, right? Even in the middle of all of this violence. So, thank you guys for spending time with me on the couch. If you like the reaction, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps me out. Um, if any of these episodes resonated with you, I hope they gave you a space to, reflect on the difference between connection built on fear and those that are built on care. So, rest easy, feel deeply, and I'll see you in the next session. Bye.